Hello everybody. First, I'd like to apologise for my production skills. I'm by no means a millennial, and anyhow, I'd like to talk about the new £20 note and whether it is concealing symbolism suggesting an agenda towards the New World Order. Now, when I look at this banknote, I see certain things that are not mentioned on the Bank of England website. Now, we have to look at banknotes quite often symbolic of power, strength, etc., etc. Now, when you look at the new £20 note, what you see is an old battleship being drawn into a port by a steamship. Now, to me, this looks like the first age of British supremacy was naval piracy, out there robbing the Spanish of all their looted South American gold. So that would be your first age. Now, the ship itself is being pulled by a paddle steamer, tugboat. Now, most people will realise that British Empire was born out of mechanisation, Industrial Revolution, and was another age of immense British power. Now, when you move the banknote and look over here, you see there is a lighthouse, and behind that lighthouse is what appears to be like a factory city. Now, everyone who's aware of Agenda 21 talks about how we're all going to be forced to live in mega cities. Now, the most interesting thing I find about this lighthouse beacon, perhaps a symbol of safety, protection, etc., etc., is the holographic concentric circles that radiate out from that beacon. Now, a lot of people are talking about 5G conspiracies, Agenda 21. Now, my question is this: is that beacon emitting signal? Not literally emitting signal, but is it symbolic of the new age, the third age of supremacy? Is that a symbol that hails in the new future? 5G control, automation, no work for the majority of the global population. You see, the buildings all have angled roofs, which is typified by factories, generally speaking, when you see this imagery. So why are the roofs of all these buildings like that? They're office blocks, they appear. So anyhow, folks, you can see those circles there. When you tip the banknote in the light, you see it radiating those colours outwards. So, is this the new British symbol of the 5G future and the third age of supremacy? I'll put it out there, ask the question, and see what people say. Now, another thing that interests me greatly is when it comes to banknotes, there's nothing random. They're full of deep symbolism. Now, the new banknotes, the £5, the £10 and the £20, are covered with these asymmetrical dots. These don't appear on old banknotes, but they do on the new ones. There you can see a £10 note. They have these asymmetrical dots. Now, I'd like to ask all the people out there who are interested in this sort of thing to see if they can decipher these dots. I do wonder if they're all put down onto a transparency and overlaid, whether they'll tell us something. I don't have a £5 note at hand, but believe me, they're on there too. They're not on the old banknotes. So folks, is that there a new symbol to the new future. 5G automation. We shall